Morning, this is a Shaman Oracle reading, and before I start reading, I like to quickly explain the new deck Moon and Stars Tarot, because I usually don't do the tarots. So, quickly, swords relate to shooting stars. Swords are the mind, divisions, collisions, and strife. Cups relate to supernova. Cups are emotions, relationships, bonds, and clairvoyance. Wands relate to nebula, and wands they are creativity, devotion, spirit, and action. And the pentacles relate to full moon. Pentacles are finances, materialism, work, and home. And some more shooting stars, they are not really stars. What they are small pieces of rock or dust called meteor, and these meteors, they can survive by burning up, hitting the earth, and then becoming a meteorite. And meteorites are the last stage of the existence of some space rocks. And not to confuse meteorites with meteoroids. Meteoroids, they are lumps of rock or metal that orbit the sun. Supernova, relating to the cups of this deck, supernova is when a star burns through its fuel, begins to cool, and because outward forces of pressure drop, gravity suddenly takes over and the star collapses in just seconds. And this collapse produces the explosion that we call supernova. Nebula, relating to the wands of this deck. Nebula is a giant cloud of dust and gas in space. When more than one nebula come from the gas and the dust thrown out by the explosion of a dying star, it is called supernova. And the nebulae, they are often star-forming regions. And finally, the pentacles relating to full moon. The full moon, it's simply the moon moving in its orbit so that our Earth is between the moon and the sun. And when we look up at the night sky, we see a full moon. And there is a little bit more to this deck. Supernova relates to cups because supernova is a powerful thing. Our emotions, they fuel a large part of our life and can often cause outbursts similar to a supernova. And the swords, they are related to the shooting stars because when we see a shooting star, we make a wish. And shooting stars, they fall in many different directions, showing us decisions to be made. And the planet Mercury is associated with thinking and communicating, and also to the swords, which relate to shooting stars. And the wands, they represent nebulas, the beginning of a new star, symbolizing new opportunities through creativity and passion. And the planet Saturn stands for responsibility, ambition, and to the wands. And lastly, the pentacles, they are related to the full moon with a pentagram in the middle. The full moon represents blessings and desires through personal hard work. So Mars, the planet Mars, relates to the pentacles, bringing the needed motivation and also the aggression sometimes needed. So that was a short input about the Moon and Stars Tarot. And now we can start the actual reading. And this reading is for Gemini. Welcoming Gemini. I start with Moon and Stars Tarot card. And the card that came out for you is Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands relate to new beginnings. And the keyword is action, creativity, and expansion. This Ace is a card of inspiration, releasing potential. It is time to take action to make your dreams come true, as new beginnings are on the horizon. Take energy from around you to expand and listen to your intuition. Now is an exciting moment as a creative spark inspires a blank canvas. A possible new business venture or creative project is on the cards. So be prepared to start a new relationship on your travels. And the moon message here is be inspired and begin your journey. And the Shaman's Dream Oracle card is called In the Hand. The universe is your partner. And the card In the Hand relates to feeling secure, taken care of. The universe is your partner. Something amazing happens when you contemplate your intimate relationship with your higher power. How do you engage it? Perhaps you might have seen things through the influence of your background that could be religious, or you may have been exposed to other ways of making that connection real for you. It doesn't matter the source of your understanding. What matters is what works for you. For example, if you believe in a punitive God, you will be afraid of punishment for your transgressions. If you believe in a version of a higher power that blesses you, you may find it easier to surrender to a relationship of radical trust. Right now, if you imagine relaxing, curled up in the hands of the divine, how does that make you feel? Can you then turn over your needs and desires to that divine power and trust that you are safe and secure and don't have to do anything at all to feel that way? Grace is activated in your life now. You are in good hands. Your work, family, relationships, home, everything. You have done all you can, so now is the time to rest and recharge instead of producing, doing, acting, and strategizing. A hot tea, a good book, and a soft blanket, they are in order now. And last card is the Oracle of the Fairies, because I believe that some humor is needed in each reading, and who wouldn't bring humorous inputs than a fairy, right? So this fairy is called Inspiration. Be prepared, as you will soon receive a visit from the Fairy of Inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. The Fairy of Inspiration is full of ideas and will gladly share them with you. All you need to do is be receptive to her whisperings. She may plant the most fantastical ideas in your head, but remember, you always have a choice. So if an idea doesn't resonate for you, then simply let it go. It may be meant for someone else. When an idea does resonate, however, go with the fairy flow and trust where it may lead. Sit back and enjoy the fairy ride of fun and creativity as you transform inspirational ideas into reality. Perhaps it's time to plant your own seeds, your own ideas. Take a tip from this card's helpful fairy and plant your seeds of inspiration in fertile soil, allowing them to grow using positivity combined with practical action. Call on this friendly fairy whenever you feel you are lacking inspiration. To connect with her, go outside and just be in nature. Or if you are unable to get out, meditate on a photo of nature in a magazine or online. Allow your senses to perceive the beauty all around and set your intentions to allow the inspiration to flow. The Fairy of Inspiration is the sister of the Fairy of Manifestation. So if this card appears in your spread with the manifestation card, then magic and miracles will be close behind. I think a kind of a manifestation is the Ace of Wands because it stands for new beginnings. So you are lucky here, Gemini. The Fairy of Inspiration will also encourage you to inspire those around you. So, before I cough now, I close. Have a wonderful day, Gemini, and a good week. Thanks for listening. Take care and goodbye.